Hello and welcome to a bonus video. Today we're doing a little baking. It's actually Sunday when I'm filming this and that's my usual day off, but I also have tomorrow off because of the holiday, so kind of excited about that. Anyways, before we get to saying anything else, I'm wearing blue and she's wearing blue. We're twins. We're blue. Da ba dee da ba da. You're so precious. Yes. Okay. Go ahead, go back to taking your nap. Anywho, yes, we're gonna be doing some baking today. I have been craving biscottis. I just want a crunchy biscotti to dip in my morning coffee. I know, your sigh is correct, but I looked up the recipe because I'm like, these can't be that difficult to make, you know? Like they're not super complicated, and they're not. They're so easy. But something I thought was cute, bis means twice and cotti means, I think, to bake. So the name is how you make them. You bake them twice. So you mix all the wet ingredients, throw in whatever like flavor seasoning. They're not really toppings. Basically whatever you want to add to the biscotti, like almonds, chocolate chips. I'm adding shredded coconut because we have so much of it. And then you add in the dry ingredients, mix it up. You have to knead it in the dough, but it says to not over knead it, which I don't really know what that means, so I'm just gonna be careful. And then you make it into two long snakes. That's how they refer to them. They're just kind of big long noodles. And then you bake them for a little bit, let them cool, slice them with a bread knife, which you actually have. I actually have a bread knife. And then you bake them again for 10 minutes. So I'm hoping that we can try them out tonight. With some hot chocolate and maybe read a little bit, and as well as tomorrow morning with my morning coffee. And while it's baking, I'm going to work on editing because I'm trying to get ahead in my editing. I'm working very hard on it, so fingers crossed, send me good editing energy, lots of focus. I can do this. So sadly, Noodle isn't gonna be able to stay in my lap, but hopefully this spot on the couch will still be warm for her. And I'm going to first set out all my ingredients and then we're gonna get to baking. I don't know about you, like, I don't know if you like to bake as well, but I like to put all of my ingredients like in the actual cups and measurements and just set them out and have them ready so that I can just go like mix, go. You know, one and done. I like to be really fast like that. Plus the cleanup is a little easier when you already have all of the containers full of ingredients put away, you know? Okay, Noodle. I have to go. I have to go in the other room. Okay? Let's get to baking. I'm sorry you can't have them. I'm sure they make like biscottis for dogs that I can make. I'll look into that for you, okay? Well, that was much easier than I thought it was going to be, honestly. I already thought it was going to be easy, but it was really easy to make. I have some hot chocolate, so we can do a taste test. Before we do the taste test, there we go, proper English. I have some notes. I think first off, instead of baking them for 25 minutes, I would have baked them for 30 minutes. Just because my oven, you seem to need to bake a little longer with stuff, but I did tweak that, like you slice them and you put them back in for 10 minutes. I put them in for 10 and then I flipped them all over and put them in for another 10, which I'm glad I did because it actually made them, you can hear, like they're crispy now, so I'm glad I did that. But still think like I could have gotten a little better, like a little more golden brown if I had put them in for 30 minutes or maybe even 35 the first round. But they smell delicious and they were very easy to make. So this might be like a regular thing that I do for myself because I'm a warm beverage kind of person in the morning, except for maybe June, July, and August. Then maybe I drink a cold beverage, but I'm usually a warm beverage person because I wake up and I'm cold. I'm almost always cold. So this is not coffee. Tomorrow morning we will do a taste test with coffee, but this is just hot chocolate because it's like 6 o'clock at night and I don't want to be up all night. So let's hop to it. Like, they're not as crunchy, crispy as like the one that you get like at a grocery store or prepackaged at Starbucks. But they are easier on the teeth, so, and the flavor is delicious. Oh, I feel like I forgot to mention this recipe is vegan. And I also thought it was weird because I knew it wasn't gonna use eggs because it was vegan, but it doesn't use water either. It just uses a plant-based milk. I used almond milk. But these are so good. This is so nice. Good vibes. Hot chocolate, my book's over there, biscottis that I just made, and the sunset. Okay, with that, I'm gonna wrap it up so I can enjoy my Sunday evening. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next cooking video. I have lots of things I want to cook. I always have a list that's just forever growing with things I want to cook, so. And I think I'll keep the cooking, at least when I'm trying new recipes, to the Thursday videos because it's just kind of a fun little experiment. There's a lot of things that I make every week and I don't need to make them their own separate video, but when it comes to new stuff, I think we'll do that. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this made about 30 of these little biscottis. I think, now that I know, that I might make the snakes, as they refer to them, make them a little flatter and wider so that they're just a little longer and like you get more opportunities to dip and munch, you know? I mean, pretty good for my first try, I'd say. Pretty good. But anywho, I post every Sunday at noon Eastern time, and sometimes I post a bonus video like this one on Thursdays if I got time to do some fun little activity like cooking, maybe sewing. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, there's the bread. But yeah, I'll see ya when I see ya. The bread maker really had to have the last word in this video. Hopefully it's not too loud in here. Fingers crossed. Good morning. I have my morning coffee, and yes, I drink it with a straw. There's a lot of activity going outside my window. All the pine tree limbs are like waving up and down. The squirrels are awake this morning, but it's time to try one of my biscottis with my coffee. I don't know why I just smelled it because I smelled it yesterday. But anywho, coffee. Let's dip and kind of swish it around. I don't know why. Okay. This is such a perfect way to start your day. It's so sunny out today. I'm gonna hope I can go for a walk. Okay, one more bite and then I'll let you guys go. Yo, bye you guys. I'll see ya when I see ya.